today we're going to be decorating my Christmas tree, and what better way to prepare myself than make myself a nice hot drink. So I'm going to make myself a pumpkin spice cappuccino. So I add 3 generous drops to my nice warm milk. That just gives it that extra bitter flavour, and I don't need to add any sweetness to this because it's quite sweet as it is. But I really enjoy a nice hot drink whilst I'm decorating my Christmas tree. Traditionally, I do make a nice mulled wine, but as it's during the day, I thought I'd just start it off with a coffee. Then, to get the room feeling nice and wintry and cosy, I go in with my Yankee Candle warm apple and cinnamon wax melt. It smells so incredible. It makes the room feel really cozy, and I just leave it for a few minutes and it starts to burn. It fills the room with that gorgeous cinnamon smell that I just absolutely love. Then I just pop on the infamous still fire image that we all absolutely love, and then I pop on my favourite Christmas playlist to get me in the mood.
Hey Google, play Michael Bublé's Christmas album.
So I did actually pop my tree up the other day, and I put the lights on as well just because I know it's a bit of a pain in the bum of a job. My tree's 6 foot, it's a pencil tree so it's quite skinny, and it's from Argos, and I will leave it in the description box below for you. Then the fun really starts to begin. I like to lay all of my decorations out so I can see exactly what I've got, because as the year goes by you do often forget, and it's nice just to remind yourself all of the pretty ornaments that you have. So I go ahead and lay them all out. So something that I like to do is I like to ensure that my tree looks really full, and how I do that is by placing feather boas around the tree, a bit like how you would the ribbon, but this just gives it a really full effect, and because it's quite a naturally slim tree, I like to ensure that it doesn't look too sparse, and so I go in and out with this. So I put it on, I take a step back, I see if I like it, I move it around, and then I like to add my baubles, and so I do this in no particular way. I don't really have a strategic plan on how I decorate my tree. I just kind of go with it and see what looks good, but I like to ensure that things are kind of even and you've got lots of the colours on either side, and never ever forget about the back of the tree. That's also super important. Also just talk about how well behaved Louie's actually being. So as I'm just kind of finishing off the baubles, I'm just going to run you through some of the colours that I have. So I've got whites, and I've got champagne pinks, and I've also got a baby sage green, which you'll see as I bring in the individual decorations. As my decorations are a couple of years old, I will try and leave links to everything that I possibly can in the description box below for you, but if I can't, I will try and find alternative options. Now here come the individuals, so I'm going to start off with a couple of the animals that I've got. So this cute little penguin is probably one of my favourites, but I add that in first, and then I go in with my mint green. As you can see, it's like a really baby sage green. I can't really describe it that well, but this particular decoration is super heavy, so I have to use 3 or 4 branches to kind of keep it up, but it's okay because it's beautiful. So now we're at the halfway mark, and I use these little diamonds just to pop them around the tree, filling in any gaps that I think you can see. And I think it's just important to remember that I don't just put it on and leave it. I go back and forth, and this does take me a little while, but I think it is worth it because I think I want to make my tree look as full as possible, because again, it is so small in size. I want to try and fill it out as much as I can, and yeah, I just take a little bit of time with this, but it's okay. And I think it's important to remember, decorating your tree can take up to an hour, maybe 2, depending on the size of your tree. But if you want to make sure you're really happy with it, go in and out, stand back, see if you like it. You can move things around, nothing's set in concrete. It's okay. As my tree is in the window this year, I can't forget about the back because that's exactly what people are going to be seeing as they walk past the window. So I just go back and forth, ensure that the decorations are evenly spread all throughout the tree because I think that's really important. And yeah, I think a lot of us do forget about the back of the tree sometimes.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe.
So something else that I like to do to fill out the tree is to put these beautiful crystallized, glittered, I don't know what you would call them, but they are kind of like a feature to the tree that is new to me, but I think it works really well. It kind of reminds me of the film The Grinch. I don't know why, but it's just giving me that really Christmassy kind of vibe, and I dot these around, I move them around. Sometimes it can look a bit odd at certain angles, so I spend a little bit more time trying to make sure these look good.
But the fire keeps us warm.
So I received these as a present last year from my friend Shell. Thank you, Shell. These are so pretty. These did frighten me at first. I thought, oh my god, how am I going to pop these in my tree? Like, they look a little bit too big. But as I kind of worked my way around it, what I realised is that they look quite good, kind of set back a little bit. So if you pop these further into the branches, it does work really well. And then, as you can see, the thought going through my head, I was thinking, right, where else should this go? So as you can see, I've put the feather boas around the tree to the right. So I thought what I would do is then use the roses to kind of go in the opposite direction. So you can kind of see me struggle on where I'm putting these, but the placement of these moves a little bit throughout the video. And then I finally kind of put them like this, and I think it works really well, but I don't know, let me know. So now we're coming on to the final finishing touches, and I don't have a skirt or a stand, so I just actually used 2 pillowcases from B&M. It's a really cheap alternative, and I find it works really well, and it makes it look really snowy and cosy. Then, of course, we're going to add the angel on top of the tree. This beautiful little angel was from a local garden centre. I will try and link it for you. So that is the tree complete. I hope you enjoyed decorating my tree with me, and I cannot wait to decorate my house with me as well. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye lovelies!